guys, today I'm just going to share a quick and fun technique on how to achieve like a multi-tone look with a stencil and a few different products, because I'm busy making a layout and I desperately needed like a lacy little border that had different colors. So I'm going to get my craft sheet. And then I've got a stencil. This is an amazing stencil. It's Celebrate Borders stencil. It was released just now with their summer adventure collection. I love the stencil. Okay, you can see that mine is really dirty because I've already been playing with it. And I'm just using a piece of leftover scrap paper. I don't care that there are some marks on it. You guys might worry about that, but you know, it's just one of those things. Okay. So I'm going to be placing my stencil over this piece of paper because I'm going to be fussy cutting it. I don't really mind if it's a little bit to the back or a little bit to the front. What I do mind though is that my piece of paper stays secure, because you know I'm like a bit of a rough cookie, so I tend to just forget that I'm working with delicate things. So what I'm working with a little Versamagic ink, turquoise gem. I'm working with a finger dauber. I'm working with fantastic, with all-purpose ink, black pearl, and I'm working with just fantastic Couture Creations Gesso, which is nice and thin. For this, I don't want a gesso that is too thick. And then I've got a fluffy brush. You can see there, it's been used already. To clean it or to get most of the mediums off, I just use an old, just like a piece of typing paper. Okay, but let's start. I want to first put down a layer of color, and I love this teal, so I'm just tapping my little dauber into the ink, and then I'm not blending. This is a very detailed stencil, so if you're going to be rubbing, you might hurt your little dauber and you might also hurt your stencil, and we don't want to injure our tools, girls. I can hear them scream sometimes. Well, I make them scream sometimes, but let's not do that. Okay, so you're going to be just tapping, and you want to go over the edge because we need to have that definitive line so that we can actually cut. I won't let you sit through all of this. I'm going to pause the video and then I'm just going to run through this. Okay, so there we go. I'm not removing my stencil because I first want to finish all the layers. Okay, next up I'm going to be using the gesso. You can decant some into a little well. Yes, I'm not going to. So I'm just going to take my brush, which is going to be a clean brush when you do it, and you just tap it lightly. Can you see that that is like lightly into the gesso? Otherwise I'm taking away all my color. And this is dry brushing. This brush is completely dry, like a makeup brush, and it's a very cheap one. Okay, so I'm just going tap, 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 and I'm tap, 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 tapping, just to get some gesso on there so that it's not so tealy, because I thought it was the perfect color, but then when I held it onto my page, it was just way too teal. Okay, now I'm going to be adding some all-purpose ink. I'm not going to just pour it over. I'm actually going to take my brush, you can clean it, and then I'm going to just do that, and I'm going to repeat the step. You can see that I am just dabbing, 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 dabbing. I'm not grinding it into the stencil, I'm just lightly dabbing it. So the proof is in the pudding. Let's see what I have created here. Look at that. Honestly, I don't care if you like it. I love it. I think it is spectacular. This black pearl all-purpose ink has a shimmer, so as soon as it's dry, it's going to have that fantastic sheen. You guys, there is just nothing better than making your own embellishments that suit your page. Look at that. So I'm going to be cutting out these lacy parts, and then unfortunately I can't show you the page I'm making because it's a page for my retreat, and that is in 2 weeks time, and this is supposed to be a surprise for them. It's just a bonus kit, but I thought I could share the technique with everyone. Okie dokie, I will share the page after retreat. Lots of love. Bye.